Ladies and gentlemen, this is George, and I'm standing here looking at a 2018 Harley Davidson Heritage Classic with the 114 engine, which is a really nice touch. It's hard not to be overly enthusiastic about this bike because it is just that amazing. Let me tell you, I'm a huge fan of the Road King, and I have said before that the Heritage is like a mini Road King, but 100 pounds lighter. And like the Road King I rode just previously, I love it. It's a great machine. This feels a lot like that, except lighter, more agile, but with so much more power that it gives it the thrust to weight ratio similar to the space shuttle. That's what it feels like. This thing has so much pull. It is phenomenal. I dig the hell out of this one. Now, this one was a trade-in, and it's got some additional things, such as the inverted mirrors, because that's the hot rod style, right? You know, all the cool cats are doing that on the Sportsers. This guy did it too. Not mad at that. That's fine. But he did put some higher bars on it, and the higher bars feel great. He put the backrest on it, which I don't particularly care for. I don't really do passengers on the bikes, but it's okay. Anyway, the bike looks great. One thing I like about the Heritages is that the fairings are half blacked out. And I think that makes the bike look really nice without having that whole old school 1980s police riot shield situation. So it looks good. The 114, I can't say enough about it, man. It has a lot of torque. It has a lot of pull. Now, you can do that with the 107, but you have to put the Stage 1 kit on it, which changes the pipes and the intake and such. And that does a great job. And then you're up here at the 114 game. But this, you take the stock 114 and you do the Stage 1. And you've just blown the 107 away. I mean, the 107's nothing bad at all. Nothing to sneeze at. That's a great motor. But this bike here is just next level. Let's stop talking and let's ride. Because, man, I love this thing. All right. And you can see I am almost out of gas, so we're going to ride to the neighborhood QT. Get a little petrol. Because this baby is thirsty. Alright, and I'm out here at the, what is this? This is the Catawba High School parking lot. Found this on the way home. And, of course, all the kids are home with the Coronas. Guys, the way this bike sounds, it sounds like an absolute hot rod, and I can assure you that this bike feels like an absolute hot rod. Allow me to demonstrate. There we go. It has no problem getting up and moving. No problem at all. This bike is properly fast. Actually, let me rephrase that. Fast being its top end speed, quick is the word I'm looking for. This bike is properly quick. And it is agile can hustle. It can jink. This bike has the moves. This is not your grandfather's Harley Davidson. ABS brakes. Now Harley has the new RDRS technology, reflex defensive rider systems, and that is groovy. This bike does not have that. It's a little bit more caveman. But it does have ABS brakes, and that right there is appreciated. Because when you're throwing down this much power and you're this quick, being able to stop is an advantage. Oh my goodness. The vibe I'm getting off of this bike. See, with my fist kind of straightforward, comfortable, really neutral, upright cruiser sitting position. Feels good. We got the floorboards. And I'm not really a floorboard kind of guy. Or at least I wasn't. I kind of like them now. I kind of like them. They're comfy. They're easy. I don't know if there's really anything else I can say about this bike. I mean, it is already all of that in the bag of chips. The 6-speed transmission is great. And in 6th gear, the RPMs are nice and low and loping. And the bike has a lot of pull. You can lug it, and the bike it doesn't care. The bike's like, oh, is that what we're going to do now? We're going to just lug? Alright, let's lug around. You can lug around town? You can just lope this engine until it's time not to lope. This bike is nice until it's time not to be nice. This bike is Patrick Swayze in a tight black t-shirt. That's what this bike is. It even looks like it. That is, this bike. I'm naming this bike Patrick Swayze. This is the Swayze. It is nice until it's time not to be nice, and then this thing just gets absolutely hostile. This bike will throw you out of a club. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. If you would have said 5 years ago, hey George, you know what? You're gonna fall in love with the Harley Davidson Heritage, I'd be like, nah. You know what the difference is between now and then? I've actually spent time on them. I've ridden them. I've got to know them. Get to know their personalities, hang out with them a bit. And you know what? I dig them. I really do. That's absolutely genuine. I mean, yeah, I've liked the Sportsters. I've always thought the Sportsters were cool. And, you know, everything else I thought was just really too big. Honestly, this bike isn't that much larger than a Triumph Bonneville 1200. But this thing will take a Triumph's lunch money, kick sand in its face, bully it around, brutalize it, steal its girlfriend. Schwink, schwink. And here we are. End of the ride. Alright guys, so that's the Heritage 114. Give me your thoughts on them.